What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam, and today we're going to restore the cable car theme from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And this is the theme that plays whenever you're riding the cable car up to, was it, Mount Chimney, I think? Yeah, Mount Chimney, I'm pretty sure. And it's a very short theme, so it's just one I forgot when I was going on to Ruby and Sapphire. So let's load in our MIDI. Choose MIDI out with Fruity LSD. And then we'll go, oh, I forgot to check what sound bank this is. Open parent folder, let's see, 59. This is sound bank 59. So let's go into Fruity LSD, no. And load our sound bank 59. All right. Wow, very short. And there's even a bunch of space at the end for no reason. Okay, so let's go solo this. Oh, I remember this. This is like a tune from another song. Can't remember which one though. Dun 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 dun. Lovely. Okay, so this is our trumpet, obviously. Let's go drag in our sound canvas. Turn the volume level to 150%. Let's go edit part 1. Let's change it to an SC88 Pro Mat brass trumpet. And then we will go grab this stuff and find first empty, call it melody. Paste. There we go. Call it trumpet. And now let's remove our echo notes. Which it looks like half a step, yes. Lovely. Okay. Now let's do let's go give it a mixer track and we will add in our delay. Well, actually, let's do our default mixer track. And then let's give it a delay. Let's turn the level to about 15 and 10%. Let's do half a step. Give it some offset. Nice, give it about 38%. Turn on some diffusion. Nice. Now you have this subtle echo that's kind of present in the background in the original. Okay. So now, lovely. Now let's go on to the next thing. Oh, we have a panning here. Some panning. Let's see if there's any more trumpets in here. I think there is another trumpet, but it's like more serving as a trombone. Oh no, that's a tuba. Okay, so there's no more trumpets. So we can... Ooh. Woo! Oh my. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, I'm good. Now, let me turn, because YouTube doesn't show me my messages right away. I have to like tell it I want to see my messages. Which seems kind of silly, but you know. Alright, so now let's go get our panning. Copy this value, paste it to here. Now we have some volume stuff going on. Let's go copy that. Lovely. Okay. Now we have some vibrato here too. No, we don't actually. Wow. I heard it though. I thought I heard it. Nope, I guess not. Oh well. That makes it easier. Let's go on to the next thing. We have the tuba. Okay, let's go clone our trumpet. Let's center the, let's reset all the stats and go to, call it tuba. Hold Alt, push it down. Let's give it its own mixer track real quick. And then let's copy this. Go to melody. Actually, this is going to be a bass, so let's go call it, find first empty, call it bass. Now let's select channel 1 and Alt-C to change. Now instead of a trumpet, let's turn this into a brass tuba. Lovely. Let's see if we have any volume stuff on here. Yes, we do. We have a fade out at the end. Okay. Let's go this to the bass. All right. Okay, so now let's go the next thing. We have a French horn, so let's clone our tuba. Let's go call this French horn. And then hold Alt, push down. Copy this. Oh, we also have some panning. Let's copy that. We have more French horn notes, so I can't exactly copy this to the one channel. Let's go copy this to channel 1. Now, let's go into Project, Generators, French horn, and copy this to pan 1. Okay, and then we'll go copy our notes to melody. And let's Alt-C to change this to channel 1. Now let's change this from a tuba to a French horns. Lovely. Let's see if we have any. We do have some volume automation, so we'll copy that. Go to melody, and then we'll go to volume 1 in the French horns and paste that here. Lovely. No vibrato, so let's go to the next thing. Now we have some noise, it sounds like, so let me mute out the sound. And then I'm going to go to drag in my noise waveform, because it's really loud and annoying, so I don't want to play that. Okay, now I'm going to put the sound back. And let's copy this. Hi, Phileas man. Phileas man. Nice. Let's go find first empty, call this drums. And then we'll paste this here to the noise. And now this is just going to be, we're going to turn all these envelope knobs off except for the hold. The hold will just be one mouse wheel click. Okay. Nice, okay. Let's give this a mixer track. Turn it way down. Something like 9 decibels. Nice, okay. Now let's go to the next thing. This is our other French horn notes. Our French horn melody. Yes, okay. But I have to copy this from the piano roll if I don't want it to overwrite my other notes. Okay, so now let's send this to channel 2. And we'll have to go and make channel 2 also a French horn. SC88 Pro map. Brass. French horns. Turn off the reverb. And then we'll turn the cutoff up. Now we have some echo notes to remove. Let's remove that, And this looks like it'll be an interval of like a 1/6 of a beat. Where in steps, it'll be 1/3 of a step. No, 2/3 of a step. Okay. Okay, so let's go give this... Wait, this has... Okay, so we can just put this on... No, it doesn't have a mixer track. Okay, let's give it a mixer track. All right, now let's drag in our default. And then we'll go and add a delay. Let's turn the level down to 12%, so we only really have one audible echo. And now let's go 2/3 of a step. So this would be like, let's see, so 1/3 is 16, so this would be 32. Now let's turn the wet down to 38%. Give it some diffusion. Give it some offset as well. And did I... So I copied... Yeah, that... Copied that last volume to the other channel. So let's go and now copy this volume to the channel 2. And this doesn't seem to have any panning, so we're good on that. Okay, let's copy this. I think this could be... No, the other one had like these fade-ins. Okay, let's go to the French horn. Oh, I forgot to name that one. Let's go to volume 2. And paste this in here. Now let's go and name this mixer track French horns. Lovely. Okay, so now let's go check out our, see, we do have vibrato on this actually. So let's go find what our missing information is. I don't want to hear that synth yet. But it sounds like that's like way more than 1/3, 2/3. Yeah. Sounds more like a step and 1/3. Sounds more like a step and 1/3. Okay, yeah, because we do have a step. It is a full step for the delay. And I think that actually these are like only 1 or 2 rapid winds, but most of them are like a step and 1/3, yes. Okay, so our missing information would be, let's see, we have... And it's after... comes in after 2 beats. But that's the only time we have anything after 2 beats. So either, let's see... And oh, there's probably an introduction to this. Like, it probably goes halfway. Okay, let's copy that. Now let's go to Project, French horns, and then scroll down until we see gray. Go to Modulation Wheel, and then paste this here. Now let's set the rate to be... Oh, this is channel 2. Wait a minute, we can't have vibrato on anything after channel 2, after channel 1, so we'll have to set this as being automatic vibrato if we can. Let's see. Oh, this is probably what the part that's missing. Not that. Let's see, this would be... Because it's a repeat of the same sound, so that means this would be here. And then we would have this here. Wow, why would you just totally, like, remove this part? Okay, so this is our modulation. We just have to go and now switch our channels around. So let's go send that Shift C, send this to channel 3 temporarily, and then we'll send this to channel 2. Alt C to change, and then we'll select this again, send it to channel 1. Since we want to have vibrato on this, this has to be channel 1. Because the sound canvas is a not very well thought out VST, and so that means that they're not going to give you the ability to put vibrato on other channels. So we need this to be, since the only one that has vibrato, we need it to be channel 1. Now that also means we're going to need to switch around our automation. So let's send this, because we have something here. So let's send this temporarily to channel 3. And now FL Studio gives us this space we didn't ask for no reason. So we have to go and correct it and delete that. And so let's go cut this, paste it to channel 1. And now FL Studio again will give us space we didn't ask for no reason. So now we go and delete that again. Now let's go and grab this from channel 3. And once again, FL Studio gives us space for absolutely no reason. So let's delete that and add that. Now everything should be in order, but we have a panning level on this knob that needs to go to, and this one is just center. We have a panning level on this knob that needs to get transferred to this, and then now this has to be center. Okay. Was this French horn just stays, yeah, this one just stays center. Okay. Now the vibrato on this has to be 25 rate, 25 speed. And I think I need more vibrato on that, because this one, it's not really that obvious, so we don't need to. Okay, that sounds lovely. Now let's go to our next thing, which is our synth. We have a super pulse, so let's drag that in. Okay, so let's copy this one. Find first empty, call it synths. Paste it to our pulse 2. And now this is going to be all in the left channel. Now let's go and copy this from the piano roll, and now go to also the pulse 2. And then we'll go to note pan and make this all the way in the right channel. Okay. Now for our volume, do we have any? We should have some volume stuff going on here. Yes, it's a fade out. Okay, and this is like for no reason, so we can remove that. Actually, this, yeah. So we'll remove that, and then we'll copy this to our synths. And now FL Studio, I don't want this space. So let me put my cursor here. And then I want to scale this up to be normal volume. So let's do that. And then let's go give this a mixer track because it's going to be really loud. So let's go drag in the default. And then turn this way down 15 decibels. Call this, why would you do that? I didn't ask for that. Call this pulse. Let's remove the chorus. I want to check my envelope too. Why is it so quiet? Yeah, it sounds good. Oh, I remember where this was used. This is like this rhythm, sort of this harmony. I think this was Route 111. It was, yeah, it was like there's that percussion and it's like da 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 dee dum dum da 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 dee dum. Yeah, it was Route 111. Pretty sure. That's where I remember this from. Okay, so that's good. That's very nice. Now let's go let's check it. This is probably our drums. No, this is a synth bass layering with our tuba. And here's a crash, which is painfully glitched in the MIDI. Okay, let's copy this. Let's go to bass. We're gonna put this in bass, and this is a, what is this? This is a rounded pulse, I do believe, yes. Okay, so let's paste that here. And let's give this a mixer track, where we will drag in the default and turn it way down, 15 decibels down. Let's call this round pulse. Okay, and now let's make a reverb bus. Why would you do that? Jesus. Okay, call this reverb. And then add a reverb plugin, make this a hall length. And 12% power. And now we will put the French horn in there. And the, maybe not the tuba. What is this? This is not a piano. Why did I not name this? Okay, trumpet. Put the trumpet in there. And let's see. Nice. Okay, so now let's go through everything and sort of make it. Why do we have so... Wow, that sounds like a lot of reverb. Did I forget to remove something here? I think it's the echo that's making it sound like a lot. Yeah, it's just the echo that's doing that. Maybe I can turn it down to like 35. Maybe that's a bit much. Or 32. Lovely. Okay, now let's go and let's boost the saturation on our French horn a little bit. Boost the exciter too. Maybe boost the brightness a little. Now let's turn down the exciter. Lovely. Now let's go solo our trumpet. Let's boost the lows a little bit. Nice. I also want to boost the saturator. And my exciter. Nice. Now let's go to our bass. Also want to drag in the default mixer for my tuba. Let's call this tuba. Now let's raise the exciter. Actually, first let's do a let's boost the bass. I want to see this in the parametric EQ. Let's see. Ooh, that last note is pushing too much. So maybe we can put a limiter on that so that it doesn't trip it up so much. Yeah, there you go. Now we can probably raise it back to the default. Lovely. Now let's boost our treble a bit. There we go. We can give this a little reverb too, maybe. No, that would be too much reverb. Now this is just fine, except for I need to remove the chorus. That's too much chorus. Lovely. Now let's add the default to our noise, and let's turn it down to about 9 decibels. Let's call this noise. Nice, all right. Now let's go and boost the exciter a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, now we have a crash that needs to be added in here. Let's see. Go to Sound Canvas. Those HQ trumpets, yes, they're very nice. Okay, let's go to channel 10, SC88 Pro map. Oh, let's go to SC88 channel 10 within the SC88 Pro. Go to part 10 and go to SC88 Pro map orchestra. Let's go to our volume and turn it to be 150%. It sounds like it's like too much chorus. Nice. Okay. Let's call this crash. And now we're going to have a crash note at the end of this. Nice, and it's internally panned. It has an automatic internal pan, so let's go and correct that by going 55% right. Nice, all right, and then we can turn this up because now that makes it kind of quiet to correct the pan. Lovely. Let's give it a mixer track. Call this crash. Now let's turn that down and let's remove the exciter and decrease the highs because it's really intense. Okay, that's better. But let's increase the saturation. Lovely. Okay, I like that. Let's give it reverb. Nice. All right. Now that's all the pieces that we have, so let's put it together. Let's remove GBA Muse Ripper's Shameless Self-Promotion tag, and then we will put this here and sort of remove that extra space that we don't need. And then we will put in our bass. Actually, but above that, let's put our synths in. And then let's put our drums in after that. Nice, we have a pretty big spike at the end of there, so let's go give it a Maximus so we can even out our levels. Let's solo our lows, see how our lows peak. I remember we had the tuba there. The tuba is really our only bass, since we don't have a timpani here, so let's boost that up. And we want this to peak at sort of 6, so let's go make sure that it does that. Forgot to make sure of that. Yes. Okay. But we're not going to get up. There's no way we're going to get up to 6 on the lows because we don't have a bass of any kind. So we're not going to get the thing without making it sound weird. Okay. So let's go to our mids and we will make those. Okay, our French horn is pushing a bit much, so let's turn that down. Nice, okay. And our mids in general are pushing a little bit too much, so let's turn those down. Okay, not that much. We can turn them, we can put them up a little bit. Lovely. Okay, now let's go for our highs. Highs are, oh, those, that noise is still going too hard on the highs. Okay, let's turn this. And then the, let's go harder on the highs on the crash. Make sure that stays down there. Nice, alright, that's good, sounding good. Let's see how this all sounds together. Okay, let's boost it a little bit. Oh, that's a crescendo. We might want to watch that. Lovely. Alright, that sounds good. Here, let's play that. Let's call this cable car. And we'll play that a couple more times. Who did this song? Koichi Nuzi. Okay. So let's now go and Let's go do an A and B comparison real quick. Okay, I think we can get more lows on that. Let's go to our French horn, because I think our French horn should be pushing a little bit of those lows in the bass layer. Nice. Okay, let's see how that affects our bass. It's getting a little more. You can also boost that a little bit. Oh, nice. Getting up there. I think that's muddying up our French horn a little bit. Oh, this is our tuba. Nice. But I think that other French horn was sort of like, in the original, it's sort of like very distinct from the other one. So maybe we can turn it up within the sound canvas, but this is already automated. So actually, I think we scaled those levels. So maybe we just forgot to scale them for the second French horn. No, why would you? Okay, so yeah, see, this is pretty quiet, so let's put this up. Actually, that French horn is also... I think we also need to have a envelope controller on the trumpet. Let's go to the trumpets. We're at volume 1. Link this to articulator 1. Paste that there. Now let's go scale up the volume. I don't think it needed to be that hard. Let's see. No. Yeah, it didn't need to be that much. Okay, I think we can now also split this French horn up. Because it sounded... Yeah, let's split the French horns up. So, let's cut that. Okay, now let's go grab the second channel automation from the French horn 1. this was like this. This was just a straight knob. So let's go paste that there. Now our volume is where we have some stuff going on. Let's cut this. Go to volume 2 here. Now let's give it a different mixer track. Let's drag in our default. And let's go to, call it French horn number 2. Now this can now be disabled. And now we can safely boost this. Nice. Now that sounds a lot better. Now this noise can come down. Okay. It's not bad. Now I think those pulses should be more deeper buried down there. Maybe this can come up too. No, not that much. The trumpet's supposed to be quieter too. This one should be a little louder. Now this doesn't need to be as boosted. We do want this to have more saturation. Nice. Nice. Maybe the noise can come up a little bit too. Lovely. Now we can turn this back down because now it's kind of pumping the master. And this doesn't really hit enough to need to be modulated. Nice. All right, that sounds good. All right, so I'll call that done. We'll play it one more time. Let's see. Nice. All right, that's done. Okay, so let's save this, and then we'll move on to, let's see, how long have we been here? I don't know. But let's go on to our last one, which is the ancient Pokemon Awakens. Now let's say make this fruity MIDI out with fruity LSD. And then we have to go find which sound bank this uses. Oh my. Oh, this is okay. This is yeah, this is just uses sound bank number 3. Okay. Okay, now let's remove the space from the beginning. Let's remove GBA. Also remove GBA Muse Ripper's Shameless Self-Promotion tag and go, yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, so let's remove these 2 steps, and then we will make this unique. And then we'll just delete this. Okay, and now we'll put our downbeat here. Okay, now we're set to go. Let's solo this first track. And now let's place a sound canvas VA. Let's call this strings. Okay, and then let's go in and make the volume 150%. Let's set this to be a SC88 Pro Map Ensemble Strings. And then let's go turn off the reverb. We'll copy this. Find first empty, call it melody. And we'll place our downbeat here too. And then, yeah. All right, let's go get our panning, which is just a static knob. So let's just go and paste it. And then our volume has some movement though. So let's go copy that over. Nice. Lovely. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing, which is we have more strings, but this might be, no, this is like a string part, second part to a string run. And it's panned the other way, so we're going to need an opposite channel for that. Lovely. Okay. Now let's go to melody. We're going to paste this here. And now this will also, then we'll make channel 2 also a strings. Okay, and then let's pan this. Let's copy this knob and go to generators strings. And so paste this to pan 2, and instead we'll copy this value, paste this to pan 1, and reset it. It's kind of fluttering between the speakers. Oh, it actually is panned the same way. What? It just changes as soon as it gets past there. And I didn't notice. Okay. So let's go change this. Instead, we'll just change all of this to channel 1. And we'll copy this back to the main knob now. And now this can go back to normal. So can this. Okay, and now let's go clone the strings. And then we're gonna make this now a French horn. All right, let's hold Alt, push Alt and down. And then let's paste this. No, let's not paste that. Copy this. No, we're gonna go and copy all of this. But this looks like it's an echo of something else. Is it? Maybe not. Let's check. No, not really. Okay, so let's go and go to melody, paste this here, Alt-C to change it to channel 1, and then we'll go and change channel 1 to a, whoops, this is part 2. We'll go and change part 2 to a brass French horn, and then turn up the cutoff since the filter is hiding some brightness. And now this is probably going to be, let's see, does this stay? Yeah, this stays 16% right. So let's go paste this here. Lovely. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing. Cool. Little dancing, whatever. What is this? A square? Yes. Little dancing square. This might be... This one's a pulse. And this one changes to be a pulse as well. Okay. So does this one stay a pulse the whole time? And it's just another layer to that? Okay, good. So we have one square here. And then a pulse down here. Okay, so now we will go and copy these notes. Find first empty and call it synths. Let's go to our square, paste this here. Now our envelope for this is going to be not there. Wait a second. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I think there's no like, yeah, there's not nearly that much release on this. Okay, so now let's go to our synths. Nice, all right. Now this is going to be not, oh, it's panned everywhere. Okay. So let's select all this stuff. And then we'll go to synths. Paste this here. Oh, that's in the wrong place. And now FL Studio gives us space we didn't ask for, so let's go do that. Delete it. Okay, lovely. A little bit of psychedelic panning. Now let's go to, this actually goes up here. Now, let's go copy our pulse notes. So this is all center. And then this one goes 75% to the right. Okay. So let's copy this. Go to synths, paste this here, and move it over. And then this will be 75% to the right. Oh, that's the left. Okay. Now let's go and copy this other one. This will probably be panned to the left. It's still the right one. Okay. Now let's set this to be 75% left. Now that's way too loud, so let's go and give both of these mixer tracks. And I think this is like, this needs to have less release. Okay, so let's give this a mixer track, turn it way down, drag in the default first. Call this pulse. Call this square. And then we'll turn both of these way down to 15 decibels. Lovely. And let's remove the choruses. Lovely. Okay, and this envelope is right, yes? Yep. But I think in the game they'll be like a lot quicker. Yes. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing. Still, this title still says cable car. Oh, wow. Okay, let's change that. All right, hopefully that changed it. If not, I'll change it later. Okay, so this is now... We have a timpani here. Let's clone the French horn. Hey, wow, timpani's going nuts. Let me go undo that, because I changed the panning knob. Okay, let's call this timpani. And then we'll reset the knobs. And we'll make this a strings orchestra timpani. Now let's hold Alt and push this down to here. Copy these notes. Let's find first empty and call it drums. And let's paste this here, but let's remove this extra space. Now let's Alt-C to change this to channel 1. Nice. And we got a lot of panning here, so let's go check that out. Now we're probably going to want to split this up between our center and right and left channels. So let's go Paste this here. Now oh, I gotta remove this space. The first note is center. So we'll keep that in channel 1. Now the second note, this is gonna be apparently in some kind of triplets. Yes, okay. The first 2 notes are center, so then let's make this second note channel 2. This one up here, channel 2. Alt C. Now let's go here. Wow, no, don't do that. Let's make this note and these 2 notes actually channel 2. Okay, now this note here is going to be channel 2. Alt C. C. Alt C. Okay, and now let's do our left channel now. This one will be channel 3. Wait, I have to make this, I have to set this to be channel 3. Okay. Okay, so looks like everything else is center, and let's go now and make parts 2 and 3 also a timpani. Yes, and now we have to go and set them to be the proper pannings. So this will be, go to generators, timpani, and 2, and paste that there. Now let's go copy it again, and 3, paste that there. And now we can take this away. Why would you, what happened here? Stupid. Okay. Ah, now we reset our pan too. So now it's not gonna, now the pannings are not gonna affect the release like it would if we had put it on the main, just put an automation on the main line. All right. Lovely. Okay, now that's our drums. Now let's go and find out what this is. We have a bass, synth bass. That looks like a rounded square. Okay. Yeah, it is a rounded square. Okay, so let's drag that in here. No envelope. Okay, let's go and give this a mixer track because it's super loud. Let's call this round square. Alrighty then. So let's now copy our notes. Find first empty and call this base. Now let's move this over. That has a weird resonance to it. Let's go in. I want to go and copy that again. This is like yeah, let me go and sample that again. It has some kind of strange resonance to it. No, that's Okay, now let's go drag that into Citrus. Helps a little bit. All right. Oh, it's also because we have the chorus on here, so that was probably causing some phasing issues. Let's delete this. Nice. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see if we have any volume stuff on here. Nope. Let's go now to this. It's our crash, which is like mega glitched in majorly glitched in Fruitiella. And oh, we have a reverse crash too. Crashendo. Okay, so let's copy this. And then let's go add in a sound canvas. Let's go to SC88 Pro Map. Wait, no. This is a drum. Our drums live in channel 10. Let's turn off the reverb. Let's go set it to be 150% volume, and then we'll change this to SC88 Pro Map Orchestra. Okay, now let's go call this Crash. Let's go to drums, and then we paste it here. Now let's go set this to channel 10. And now this is naturally panned to the left, so let's change that. Let's compensate for that by panning it to the right, and then we'll lose volume on that, so let's turn it up. And this is not the, so the crash we want occurs in this channel right here. And now this channel, this note will point to something else. But we want this to be a crescendo. Crescendoing crash. This must be in thirds. Yes, it's a third of a beat. Okay, so let's cut this. And then we'll go grab our crescendo. and then we'll paste it here. But FL Studio never pastes anything where we want it to, so it'll just go here. And then we'll put it on C5. And let's see, we want to... Yes. I love it. All right, now let's give this, let's give everything a mixture track, one by one. So let's process the strings first. Yeah. No, get out of here. All right, yes, the title is right, glad, good. Okay, now, it took a focus away from my, so I've caught OBS Studio in the act now, pulling focus away from my microphone. So let's go and, the desktop, so let's go and set it again. That's what does it. Okay, so let's see if we can hear this now. Yes, it's back. Okay, so now let's go and drag in our default mixer. And then we'll make a new channel, a bus. We'll make a reverb bus, call it reverb, dock it to the right. Add a reverb plugin. And then we'll go do this. And then we'll call this strings. And then we'll send the strings to be going to the reverb bus. Now let's give it some more saturation. Yes. And some more excitement. And make it brighter so we can get all that good clarity, really good highs out of get the air out of the strings. Yes. What if we can give some... Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I like that. Now let's go give our French horn some mixer track. Let's call this French horn. Give it reverb. That actually sounds great like it is. Nice. Okay, so let's now go to our synths. I think those sound great like they are. Okay, now let's go to drums. Let's give our let's mute out our crash for now. Let's give our timpani a track. Drag in our default. Lovely. Now let's get some more bass on that. Lovely. Now let's go call this timpani. Let's turn this down because it's pretty heavy. This should just peak at 6. But it's peaking all the way up top. Lovely. Okay. Now let's go for our crash. Actually, I kind of want to get some more highs out of that timpani. Yeah, get that snap. Okay, now our crashes. Also want to give the timpani reverb. Now our crash, let's also give reverb. And let's give it the default. Now turn off the exciter and reduce the highs. Actually, let's turn on the exciter and reduce the highs. Nice. Now let's call this crash. Lovely. Now this, why is this pan? Thought I heard it panning for a second there. No, it was just mono, I guess. Oh, because it's just mono. It's not in the, you have to send it to the, crash track. Lovely. Alright, that sounds good. Oh, FL Studio is freezing on me. Uh-oh. Wow, even in the future, nothing works. Nice try. Okay, so let's see where our backup went. How long ago our backup was? We were 5 minutes ago. So let's see what we lost in 5 minutes. Oh wow, we lost a lot. So we went all the way back to like not even our we just started our mixing. We lost all that stuff. Nicely played, FL Studio. So now we have to go do all of that again. Let's go drag in our mixer. Call this strings. Let's turn up the yes. Let's get some of the air out of that. Okay, so now let's go get our French horn, give our French horn a track. Call it French horn. And I remember that was good like it is, yeah. Okay, let's go and move on to synths, which actually were also good like they were, I remember. Now our timpani, let's give it a mixer track. Now let's drag in our default and let's give it bass again. Now we turn this down and we also call it timpani. Let's make sure this peaks at 6, and it does, so that's good. We also want to put a little snap on this. Yes. Okay. Now let's go for our let's go for our crashes. Drag in the mixer. And now let's turn down the highs here and let's call this crash. Lovely. Turn it down a little bit. Now let's turn up the saturation. Yes. On the timpani there. Lovely. Okay, now let's go for our bass. Let's boost the bass on our bass. Lovely. Okay, now let's put it all together. Go for melody. And then let's Let's add in our, what is it? Time marker. Okay. Let's go for synths, bass, and drums. Alright, playing in 3, 2, 1. But we don't hear anything because we have some channels muted out. Okay. We just had our strings muted out. Lovely. Now let's go and put a Maximus on this. Let's solo our bass and try to get that. We have to get that to peak at sort of like around 3 at 6. Now let's boost that. I think we need more timpani. Nah, we have enough timpani. We just had to boost the whole thing. Okay, now let's boost our, let's limit our mids to 3. Okay. We'll have to reduce those a little bit. Let's see. Okay, good. Now let's go for our highs. Limit that to 9. Now I want to reduce my crash some more. Okay, that's good. Lovely. Can't help but feel like my, I don't know about that boost on the bass. Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay, now let's go for an A and B comparison. See, this was Super Ancient Pokemon Awaken. Okay, the bass is actually weaker there, I feel like, so let's pump it up a little bit. Go to 9 decibels. Okay, nice. Now we can put the limiter back down there. So maybe not that much of boosting on it. Lovely. Let's boost our crash a little bit. I want to hear some more saturation on the crash. Lovely. Let's hear some more saturation on the timpani as well. Nice. Let's hear some more excitement. Now let's hear some more highs on the French horn. Now let's hear some more highs on this strings too. And more excitement. Okay, those highs are hitting it pretty hard. And also maybe this up to 12. Okay, that's sounding good. Okay, I like that. FL Studio isn't patched often. It's, I don't know, it's just prone to crashing, which I'd say Windows is equally to blame because it's such an unstable operating system. So it's prone to many crashes very often. So that might factor into it a lot. Now let's go for what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I need to know the name of who. I need to know who composed this. Probably Goichi Nozi. Now where is this? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's more Kazu Aoki for this one. So let's call this Super Ancient Pokemon. But I need my accented E for this. Awaken. Okay. Very nice. And now let's oh yeah, we have to save this because it glitched it. Super Ancient Pokemon Awaken. Okay, let's play it one more time. Okay, that's very good. That's where we'll call it for today. I'm gonna go out and do some walking and go listen to some live music concerts around the city. And we will come back tomorrow with what are we doing tomorrow? We're done with all the straggling jingles from Ruby and Sapphire. We're gonna come back with I think Battle Dome. Yeah, Battle Dome is tomorrow. So we'll be going for that one tomorrow. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming to the stream, and this will be Jam and Sam signing off. And these won't be on YouTube. These jingles, I'm not gonna make a YouTube video for these. It's just too short. Unless people really want me to, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll make a video for that. But I doubt anyone's gonna say anything. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming to the stream, and this is Jam and Sam signing off. Until tomorrow.